Graves hunched in the passenger seat, as far away from me as he could possibly get. He was pale under his half-Asian coloring. The dark brown roots of his hair showed as he ran a hand back through it, wincing as he hit tangles. I just meant, shit, I can't believe I'm out. I can't believe you got kidnapped in the first place. I sighed, easing off the gas to drift behind a red semi, creeping in the right-hand lane. Big fluffy white clouds sailed across the sky, but the spring sunshine was enough to make it hot under the dome of the car. My window was half open, and the roar of the slipstream sent me bullets of concentrated scent. Fresh-cut grass, car exhaust, blossoming things, tree pollen. You name it, I smelled it. It was distracting, especially with the car full of the reek of wolf and loup-garou, neither of them too fresh, and one of them, at least, nervous as hell. Next hotel we used would have to have a decent shower. I reeked of Nosferatu, fear, and cinnamon buns, not to mention old, dried, rusty blood. The fear and the blood, well, I could deal with that. But the spice scent was just a reminder of how much things had changed. I'd changed. I'd finally bloomed and become toxic to suckers. Not that anyone was noticing. I rolled my window down a little more, suddenly remembered something. You need smokes? Nah, not yet. Graves stared out his window, running his coppery fingers over the armrest like he was searching for a way out. Come on, Dru. We can talk about it, right? Talk about what? Where would I even begin? Hey, dude. Sorry I didn't come rescue you sooner. Sorry you got bit by the boy in the back seat when he was still a slavering wolfen broken to Sergei's will and trying to kill me, back in the Dakotas when you were living in a mall and I had to shoot my dad because he was a zombie. Sorry I dragged you into this. Sorry I didn't tell you what had happened in the gym with the queen bitch of the Scola. Maybe if I had, you might not have run off and got kidnapped. Oh, and while you were being tortured, I was kissing the guy who hates you most. Yeah, where to begin? And I totally felt like an idiot for hoping he'd notice that I'd bloomed. I looked different now. Wider in the hips and a little bigger in the chest, and my face was heart-shaped, like my mother's, instead of long like my father's. My hair had streaked itself with blonde, like I'd gotten a salon highlighting job, sleek curls instead of frizz, and the shape of my mouth had changed, too. Seeing a stranger's face in a mirror is like vanishing. For a moment, you're not sure who or what or where you really are. Maybe Graves just didn't notice. How could you not notice, though? And if he did, he could have said something. Even, hey, gee, nice hair. But me expecting him to pay attention to a little thing like that, right after he'd escaped a hole where he was being tortured by vampires, wasn't exactly fair, was it? Yeah, fair. Nothing about this is fair. No, there really wasn't anything to talk about right now. Nothing I felt like saying, or things I felt like saying that wouldn't be kosher. So I settled for prevarication. I don't know. I checked my blind spot, hit the blinker, and gave it some gas. We slid by the limping candy-red semi, like we were on rails. The sun came out for a moment, just as we crested a hill, and the scenery was breathtaking. Pleated green hills rolled away, Pennsylvania opening up with late spring color. It was probably gorgeous around here in the fall, too. I eased the accelerator down another tick. Unfortunately, there was also a highway patrolman in front of the semi. We breezed by him. I swung back into the right lane and kept an eye on the rear view. Don't act nervous. Not any more nervous than anyone else around a cop.